Thank you. Thanks to everyone for coming today. I really appreciate it. My family appreciates it. Thanks to Governor McMaster, Chair Westbrook, and other members of the board. Did you just turn that fan up? President Emeritus, elected officials of the state of South Carolina, Dean Joel Samuels, faculty, staff, students, alumni, and guests, Dr. Roberts and Emily, good luck to you. I really appreciate everyone being here. I'm here today with my wife, Bonnie, of 52 years, my daughter Elizabeth and her husband, Kyle Salata, my son, Chris McCausland, and his wife, Christina, and their son, and my grandson, Tanner, and several members from the McCausland Foundation, including Peter Ernst, Allison Bowl, and Jen Brown. By the way, Jen is a Gamecock, having graduated in 2017. It's an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as we turn the page to an exciting new chapter in our beloved university's history. We support the University of South Carolina in the hope that every student will have a great experience like I did. I was 16 years old when I first walked onto this campus, and I was far away from my home in Pennsylvania. I can assure you that I wasn't thinking at that time that I might be standing up here under these circumstances 59 years later. Our gifts reflect my gratitude for the many gifts this university has bestowed upon me and our desire to see this university continue to grow and prosper. We have enjoyed working with President Emeritus, Dean Samuels, and Michelle Dodenhoff to structure a gift that can make a difference, just as we have enjoyed working with Presidents Palms and Pastides, Dean Fitzpatrick, Dean Pruitt, and others over the years. I really appreciate the kind words about the McCausland Faculty Fellowship. I remember years ago sitting with Dean Fitzpatrick, and I asked her, what's the biggest problem you face every day? And she told me it was faculty retention. And I'm so glad to hear that it's working. Standing here, I'm reminded of how much the University of South Carolina offers its students. While I was here, I enjoyed a wide variety of experiences. I remember fondly my times as a Sigma Nu, especially the great friendships. I remember the things I hope they don't do as well. But I've followed the Delta chapter, and I'm very proud of them. They've gotten involved in philanthropy over the last 10 years or so, and they do a great job. I participated in the state student legislature when I was here, and that was very interesting, and it was the genesis of my lifelong interest in government and politics. I love club sports, and I love watching the Gamecocks on the field and on the court. I wrote articles for the Gamecock newspaper, organized a couple of rock concerts. I was at an interfraternity council meeting in San Francisco, and I met a guy from Berkeley who was doing it in California, and he told me how to do it, so I organized a couple of rock concerts here in Columbia. I did a lot of interesting things here, at times at the expense of my academic career, which went from average to ridiculous to sublime over the course of my first 3 semesters. I gave new meaning to the term sophomore slump. I changed majors and I settled on history, which has been my passion from the time I first learned to read. I've always tried to take the long view and to build things which are durable, and I'm convinced that this outlook came from my study of history. I guess you could also say that the study of history afforded me the opportunity to give back to future generations of Gamecocks. I've always felt welcomed here. It's an open and honest culture that this university has, and there's a special atmosphere on this campus, which has always been gentle and accepting of different views, even during difficult times. I was here during the years of the Vietnam War and the Kent State tragedy. Thanks to Dr. Palms, I reconnected with my alma mater around 25 years ago. Since that time, our gifts have always included support for the faculty because outstanding professors who inspired me are what I remember most of my college days. With today's gift, we hope to perpetuate the legacy of excellence of the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences while expanding opportunities for students majoring in arts and sciences so that they can graduate with all the necessary tools to pursue meaningful careers or to otherwise find purpose in life. Having established the McCausland Center for Brain Imaging and watched the university move forward successfully with research and courses focused on brain health, which in turn have attracted significant funding, we're pleased to establish the McCausland Chair in Neuroscience to provide additional support for both faculty and students in that space. Each of these gifts has been designed to foster long-term improvement of the academic experience. We're back here today because this university has been a great steward of the funds we have provided in the past, and it is our privilege to be able to continue our support. As I mentioned, my personal journey to Columbia was serendipitous. This is true of most of the things in my life, like meeting Bonnie a year after I graduated and going to law school in Boston because Bonnie was at Tufts, raising two wonderful children. They're wonderful now. And having 7 grandchildren, which I had nothing to do with, but starting my own law firm and then Airgas, deciding to preserve Erdenheim Farm, and so much more. I know that this university helped me to develop the curiosity, the critical thinking skills, and the confidence that enabled me to take advantage of opportunities that presented themselves over the years. And for that, I am grateful. And it isn't just me. Bonnie is very supportive of this gift. Over the years, she has become very close to several of my college friends and their spouses, and she has a great feeling about this place and this institution. Like everyone here today, she feels the warmth, the grace, the strength, and the passion of the University of South Carolina. Our shared belief in the power of education to elevate humanity and our determination to make the University of South Carolina a beacon of hope and inspiration will move us forward. Our success will be measured by the minds we inspire and the lives we touch. May we continue to nurture the dreamers, thinkers, and innovators who will shape the future of our world for the better. Thank you for coming today.